You think she loves you, right? You think if you just open up, if you share everything, if you prove your devotion, she'll stay, she'll respect you, she'll never leave you for another man. Let me tell you something that will either set you free or break you forever. The words you say to a woman determine whether she stays attracted to you or secretly loses respect every day until one day she's gone and you won't even see it coming. This isn't about being a bad guy or mistreating women. This is about understanding the game you were never taught. It's about not making the 7 deadly mistakes that make her lose all respect and desire for you. Women will never tell you these rules, but they feel them deep in their DNA. If you mess up, she won't say a word. She'll just feel different about you. She'll stop looking at you the same way. She'll start being colder, more distant, and you'll have no idea what went wrong. But I'll tell you exactly what went wrong. Most men have already lost their woman's respect without even knowing it. Are you one of them? Comment below. Respect is earned, not given. And watch this video till the end, because today you either wake up or you stay blind. Look, I don't care what modern society tells you. I don't care what your parents taught you. I don't care what she said in the past. If you think you can say whatever you feel like to a woman and expect her to see you as a strong man, you're living in a fantasy. Men lose respect slowly, silently, without warning. One day, everything seems fine. Then suddenly, she's ignoring your texts. She's rolling her eyes at your jokes. She's suddenly too busy. And you start noticing something terrifying. She's no longer attracted to you. At first, you think it's stress, life, work. Maybe she's tired. But deep down, you feel it. Something changed, and you don't know why. The truth is simple and brutal. The words you say every day destroy or build attraction. They kill or create respect. And 99% of men say things that make their woman lose all admiration, attraction, and desire for them. And once respect is gone, she's just waiting for the right moment to replace you. Today, I'm going to tell you the 7 words, phrases, and mistakes that slowly eat away at a woman's attraction for you until she can't even look at you the same way anymore. And when we're done, you'll understand why she lost feelings for you. But by then, it might be too late. Number 1. Don't share your deepest insecurities. Men have been lied to for decades. They've been told, just open up to her. Share your pain, your struggles, your fears. A real woman will love you for who you are. And guess what happens? At first, she listens. She tells you she cares. She says, I'll always be here for you. But something changes. Slowly, she becomes less affectionate. She stops initiating conversations. She texts you less. And one day, she's gone. You sit there, shattered, wondering why she left when you gave her your heart, your emotions, your trust. Because she's not built to carry your burden. This is one of the biggest mistakes men make. A woman wants a man who is grounded, stable, a rock, not someone who collapses under pressure. The world is harsh. No one tells you this. They teach you to wear your heart on your sleeve, to be sensitive, expressive, vulnerable. But when you do that too much, she starts seeing you differently. She won't tell you, I don't respect you anymore. She won't even realize why she feels different, but she will feel it. And feelings drive everything for women. A woman's love and attraction are conditional. They are based on how she feels about you at this moment. A man's emotions should be like a mountain, unshakable, solid, steady. If you break down every time life gets tough, she won't feel safe with you anymore. Women don't want to be your therapist. They want a man they can look up to. It's painful to accept. It hurts. But you need to hear this. She doesn't care about your problems the way you wish she did. She may feel bad for you. She may comfort you for a while. But inside, her attraction is dying. She may never even cheat on you. She may never even leave, but she will never look at you the same way again. So what should you do? You need an outlet, a tribe, a brotherhood, other men who understand what you're going through. You need to fix your problems without dumping them on her. You need to be a leader, not a burden. The day a woman starts seeing you as a burden instead of a leader is the day she loses all respect for you. Number 2, don't say, "I need you." You tell her, "I can't imagine my life without you." You think it's romantic. You think it shows commitment. In reality, she hears weakness. She feels pressure. She loses attraction. Why? Because the second she knows you need her more than she needs you, she stops seeing you as a leader and starts seeing you as a liability. Think about it. What kind of men do women fantasize about? Strong, powerful, self-sufficient men. Men who choose them, not men who depend on them. Women are attracted to men with options, men who could walk away at any moment, but choose to stay. The minute she feels you can't live without her, she loses interest. She doesn't want to be your purpose. She wants you to have a purpose. You ever wonder why women fall for men who are busy, focused, and on their grind? Because those men are already fulfilled. They don't need a woman to feel complete. They don't chase, they attract. A man who says, "I need you," is a man who has nothing else going for him. And a man with nothing else going for him is a man she will eventually leave. Look at relationships that start strong but fall apart. What do you see? At first, the man was focused on his mission. He had a life, a purpose. She was drawn to that. Then slowly, he put her on a pedestal. He started prioritizing her over everything else. He started texting more, calling more, checking in more, losing focus on his own path. And she lost attraction. She felt smothered. And eventually, she walked away. You should never need her. A woman should be an addition to your life, not the foundation of it. Because the second you make her the foundation, she will tear the house down. You must be able to walk away at any time. You must have a life so fulfilling that losing her doesn't break you. That's the only way she'll respect you. And when a woman respects you, she'll never stop desiring you. Number 3, never say, "I'll do anything for you." Men have been brainwashed. They've been told that love is sacrifice, that if they just give more, if they just show more devotion, if they just prove their worth, a woman will love them forever. This is the biggest lie in modern relationships. Women don't respect a man who worships them. They don't stay loyal to a man who sacrifices his entire identity just to make them happy. They use that man, and when they're done, they leave him broken, confused, and wondering where he went wrong. Let's talk about why. Think about the men who truly attract women effortlessly. Are they the ones begging, sacrificing, and bending over backward to prove their love? Or are they the ones who stand firm in who they are? The ones who set boundaries, live on their terms, and never let a woman control their identity? The answer is obvious. But most men never figure this out. They meet a woman, they fall head over heels, and they start saying things like, "I'll do anything for you. Whatever you need, just tell me. You're my everything." And in that moment, they think they're being romantic. But what's really happening? She's losing respect. She's losing attraction. She's starting to see you as a man with no backbone, no standards, no self-respect. And once that happens, it's over. Because here's something most men don't understand. Women don't want a servant. They want a leader. They don't want a man who bows to them. They want a man who stands his ground, no matter what. A woman doesn't want power over you. She wants a man strong enough to keep her in check. She wants to earn your respect. She wants to feel like she has to work for your approval. The second you say, "I'll do anything for you," you're telling her, "I am beneath you. My standards don't exist. My identity is whatever you want it to be." And that is the moment she stops seeing you as a man. Look at relationships where men try to be the perfect boyfriend, the perfect husband. They never say no. They agree with everything. They sacrifice their own goals, their own friends, their own happiness just to make her happy. And what happens? She cheats. She walks all over him. Or worse, she emotionally disconnects and stays while secretly despising him because she doesn't respect him anymore. Women only value what they have to work for. If you give her everything without making her earn it, she won't appreciate it. This is why the men who ignore women, who set boundaries, who put their purpose above all else, are the ones women obsess over. Meanwhile, the men who sacrifice everything get left behind, asking, "What did I do wrong?" You put her on a pedestal, and she started looking for a king. A woman doesn't want to be your world. She wants to be a part of your world. She wants to look at you and think, "Damn, I have to be on my best behavior to keep this man." Not, "This man will do anything for me no matter how I treat him." You want proof? Look at women who cry over men who treated them like they didn't exist. Look at the women who leave good men for men who don't even care about them. It's not because they want to be mistreated. It's because they crave the challenge. They respect the man who holds his frame, who doesn't bend for anyone. If you want to be the man she respects, desires, and stays loyal to, stop giving everything away for free. Let her earn you. Let her prove she's worthy of your commitment. Because if you keep handing out your love and devotion like it's nothing, that's exactly how she'll treat it, like it's worth nothing. Number 4, don't discuss your financial struggles. This one is brutal. It's a hard truth most men don't want to hear, but it's the one that destroys more relationships than anything else. Men are taught to be honest, transparent, open. They think if they just tell their woman everything, their struggles, their stress, their financial problems, she will support them, stick by their side, and love them even more. That is a fantasy. Women say, "I'll love you no matter what." Women say, "I don't care about money." Women say, "We'll get through it together." And some might even believe it when they say it. But deep in their DNA, they are wired for security. A woman's biggest fear is instability, and nothing screams instability more than a man who talks about his financial struggles. It doesn't matter if she's the most loving, loyal, caring woman on the planet. The moment she hears you struggling with money, something changes inside her. She starts feeling anxiety. She starts feeling doubt. She starts wondering, is he really the man I should be with? And the more you talk about how bad things are, the more you reinforce in her mind that you are not the leader she needs. You think she will stand by you, hold your hand, and fight through it with you. But what she will actually do is start looking for a way out. Not immediately, not overnight, but slowly, over time. She starts pulling back. She starts losing attraction. She stops seeing you as the strong, confident, capable man she once admired, because now she sees you as a man who doesn't have his life together. And if a woman doesn't feel safe with you, if she doesn't feel like you can protect, provide, and lead, she will leave. She might not cheat. She might not break up with you right away. But her respect will vanish. And when respect is gone, attraction dies. Let's talk about why. A woman doesn't just want a strong man. She needs one. It's not about being a millionaire. It's not about buying her fancy gifts. It's about being a man who doesn't complain, doesn't panic, and doesn't make her feel like life is falling apart. Women are not built to handle financial pressure. They are built to seek security. The second she feels uncertainty, her DNA starts looking for an escape route. This is why women leave men when they lose their jobs. This is why women lose attraction when a man starts struggling. It's not because they're evil, it's biology. And the biggest mistake men make, they sit their woman down and dump all their financial stress onto her. They tell her, "Babe, things are really tough right now." They say, "I don't know what I'm going to do." They admit, "I'm scared. I feel lost." And in that moment, she might say all the right things. She might hug you. She might tell you she loves you. She might say, "We'll get through this together." But deep down, something just shifted inside her. She no longer sees you as the rock. She sees you as a man who is crumbling. And that's when her attraction starts dying. She won't tell you. She won't even realize it consciously, but suddenly she's less affectionate. She's less engaged. She's less available. And soon enough, she's gone. And you'll be sitting there wondering, what did I do wrong? Let me make this clear. I'm not saying you should hide your struggles forever. I'm saying you need to be a man first. A woman should see you as the man who fixes problems, not complains about them. If you're struggling financially, you have one job. Fix it. Work harder. Build your skills. Find a new opportunity. Do whatever it takes. But don't dump that stress onto her. You wouldn't ask a child to carry a heavy load. You wouldn't ask a weak man to fight in a war. So why are you expecting a woman to handle the weight of your struggles? That is your burden to carry. When you're in financial trouble, she should never know how bad it really is. She should see a man who is calm, focused, and on his grind. Because if she sees you panicking, she will not be able to stop herself from losing respect for you. This is why women are attracted to powerful men. Not just because of the money itself, but because powerful men don't stress. They don't whine, complain, or dump their problems on others. They handle business like warriors. You don't need to be rich, but you need to be a man who moves like a king. She will never leave a man who has it handled, but she will always find a way to leave a man who makes her feel unsafe. And the moment you start venting to her about your financial struggles, you just became the biggest threat to her stability. So what's the solution? Move in silence. Fix your money. Handle your business. And let her see you as the unshakable force she can always rely on. That is how you keep her respect, her trust, and her attraction. That is how you make sure you are never the man she leaves behind. And that is how you guarantee she stays loyal to you forever. Number 5. Never say, "She's just a friend." Men underestimate how smart women are when it comes to social dynamics. They think they can get away with little white lies and that their girl won't notice. But here's the truth. Women have a sixth sense for this. They know when another woman is into you before you even realize it. They can read a woman's body language, tone, and hidden intentions in ways that men simply cannot. So when you sit there and say, "She's just a friend," do you know what she's thinking? She's thinking, "You're lying to me. You're hiding something. Why do you feel the need to defend her?" And just like that, she loses trust in you. She won't always say it out loud, but something will change in her energy. She'll stop being as affectionate. She'll start testing you more. She'll begin questioning your loyalty. And before you know it, she starts pulling away. You might think it's just a normal friendship, but she doesn't. Because here's what you don't realize. Women understand female nature better than men do. They know that most female friends are just women waiting for an opportunity. So when you defend that friend, what she hears is, "I'm keeping this woman around as an option. I care more about this friendship than your feelings. I don't see how this makes you uncomfortable." And when a woman stops feeling like she's your number one priority, she will slowly begin resenting you. Now, let's be clear. This doesn't mean you have to cut off all female friends. What it means is that you have to handle these situations with strength, leadership, and clear boundaries. If your woman feels insecure about another woman, don't argue with her. Don't say, "You're overreacting." Instead, reassure her through action. Show her she has nothing to worry about because you are a man of integrity who doesn't entertain distractions. When you tell a woman she's just a friend, you're giving her a weak, defensive answer. Instead, you should be in control of the situation from the start. Lead the conversation like this. "Listen, I don't entertain women who don't respect my relationship. I respect you, and that's all that matters." That answer alone shuts down the conversation, reaffirms your leadership, and makes her feel secure. Women don't respect men who are sneaky, defensive, or secretive. They respect men who set strong boundaries, who control their environment, and who make it clear where their loyalty lies. When she sees that you are not afraid to walk away from any situation that could harm your relationship, she will respect you more than any other man she has ever met. Because most men are too weak to do this, they fear losing options. But what they don't realize is that a man who prioritizes his woman's security is a man she will never betray. And if you think keeping female friends on standby makes you more desirable, just know this. Women are naturally drawn to men who don't seek attention from other women. They want a man who is so focused, so disciplined, and so loyal that he doesn't even entertain the thought of another woman distracting him. That is the ultimate power move. If you master this, you will have a woman who trusts you deeply, respects you fully, and remains loyal to you for life. Number 6. Stop saying, "Can we talk?" Men make this mistake all the time without realizing how weak it makes them look. The moment you say, "Can we talk?" you have already lowered your status in the relationship. Why? Because a man does not ask permission to communicate. He states his truth with confidence. Women don't want a man who is uncertain, hesitant, or seeking approval. They want a man who knows what he wants and says it directly. Think about the difference in energy between these two statements. 1. Can we talk? I feel like we need to discuss something. 2. Here's what's going on. We need to figure this out. Which one sounds like a leader? Which one sounds like a man in control of his emotions? Women lose attraction for men who ask for permission to express themselves. Because deep down, a woman wants a man who commands respect, not asks for it. This is why women test men constantly. They want to see if you will stand firm or fold. If you hesitate, she loses confidence in you. If you take charge, she feels safe in your presence. A woman should never feel like you are unsure of yourself. Even if the conversation is difficult, you must handle it like a man. Never plead, beg, or ask for emotional validation. Instead, lead the conversation with strength. Listen, here's what's going on. I don't tolerate this kind of behavior, and I expect us to be better than this. That statement commands respect. It sets the frame. It tells her, I am the man in this relationship. I am not here to beg for your approval. I am here to lead. And when a woman sees you leading with confidence, she naturally follows. Because deep down she wants a strong man to take charge. She doesn't want to be the one pushing the relationship forward. She wants a man who knows what he wants, knows how to say it, and never asks for permission to be heard. Let's talk about what happens when you keep making this mistake. Every time you say, "Can we talk?" you lower your value in her eyes. At first, she may not notice it, but over time, she starts to feel like she is leading the relationship. She starts losing faith in your strength. She stops looking at you as the dominant, powerful man she first fell for. And eventually, She replaces you with a man who doesn't ask for permission. A woman will never leave a man who leads with confidence, but she will always resent a man who expects her to carry the emotional burden of the relationship. So stop asking for permission to talk. Start speaking with authority, with clarity, with power. And watch how everything in your relationship changes instantly. She will respect you more. She will trust you more. She will feel safe in your presence. And that is how you win a woman's loyalty forever. Number 7. Never say, "I'll change for you." This is the final mistake, and it is the most devastating one. It is the ultimate betrayal of your masculinity. It is the moment a woman stops seeing you as a man and starts seeing you as a weak, desperate, powerless version of yourself. You've seen this happen before. A man gets into a relationship. At first, he's confident, independent, on his grind. The woman is drawn to him because of his strength, his ambition, his presence. But over time, she starts making demands. She starts testing him. She says things like, "You spend too much time at the gym." "I don't like how you talk to other women, even though you're just being friendly." "Why do you have to hang out with your boys so much? Can't you just be a little more sensitive?" "I don't like that hobby you do. It's childish." And instead of holding his ground, instead of saying, "This is who I am, take it or leave it," he says, "Okay, babe, I'll change." And in that moment, she stops seeing him as a leader. She stops respecting him. She may smile on the outside. She may say thank you, but deep inside, she feels disgusted. Why? Because she just realized something about you. You are willing to betray yourself to please her. And no woman, no matter how much she loves you, will ever respect a man who compromises his values just to keep her. She will never say it out loud. But deep down, she feels something shifting inside her. She starts looking at you differently. She starts losing attraction. And slowly, she starts searching for a man who won't bend. A man who stands firm in his convictions, his purpose, his mission. A man who will never change who he is for a woman. That is the man who keeps a woman loyal, devoted, and obsessed. Because a woman doesn't want to be your purpose. She wants to be with a man who already has a purpose. A man who would never sacrifice his path just to keep her around. Women test men constantly. They do this subconsciously. They are wired to push boundaries, to see if you are strong enough to stand firm. When a woman challenges your masculinity, she is not doing it to destroy you. She is doing it to see if you are unbreakable. Because deep in her DNA, she doesn't want a man who can be broken. She wants a man so solid, so rooted in who he is, that nothing, not her words, not her emotions, not society, not pressure from anyone, can shake him. This is why women are drawn to powerful men, not because of money, not because of fame, but because powerful men never apologize for being who they are. And women want to be led by a man who leads himself. So when she tests you by asking you to change, you have two choices. One, you give in, you change to please her. And in doing so, you lose her respect, her attraction, and eventually, her loyalty. 2. You stand your ground. You say, "This is who I am." You can either accept it or you can leave. And do you know what happens when you do option 2? She respects you more. She desires you more. She might act upset at first, but deep down, she feels something she hasn't felt in a long time. Security, strength, masculine presence. She realizes, this man is different. This man cannot be controlled. This man is a leader. And that feeling makes her addicted to you. Because most men are weak. Most men compromise who they are just to keep a woman happy, and in doing so, they lose her completely. One of the biggest lies men are taught is the happy wife, happy life mentality. They are told, Just keep her happy, and your relationship will last forever. But this is the most destructive advice ever given to men, because the truth is, a woman is only truly happy when she is with a man she respects, not a man who sacrifices himself just to avoid conflict. Not a man who bends over backward just to keep her satisfied. Not a man who lets her walk all over him just to prevent arguments. A woman does not want to lead the relationship. She does not want to be the one in charge. She wants a strong man who sets the tone, who leads with confidence, who makes decisions without hesitation. A man who knows what he wants and doesn't change for anyone. The man who never loses a woman is the man who never needs to change for a woman. He is who he is, unapologetically. He is on his path, his mission, his grind. He is not moved by emotions, by pressure, or by a woman's tests. Women respect men who are unshakable. And once a woman respects you, she will follow you anywhere. That is the true power of masculinity. It is the ability to stand firm, no matter what. It is the ability to say, I will not change for you, but you are welcome to join me on this journey. And when you move with that kind of confidence, certainty, and strength, women will never leave you, because you have become the rarest kind of man, the kind of man that women dream of, but so few ever find. Now you know the truth, but what will you do with it? Comment below. Respect is earned, not given. If this video opened your eyes, support the channel by subscribing. The more you engage, the more men can wake up. Hit the like button, subscribe, and spread the truth.